Hey everybody, it's Eddie G on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you're having a good one. So, we wake up this morning, Bitcoin had hit, below 50,000. It's at 53 right about now. Um, Out of the 25 slots that are on my list of winners, yeah, a lot of them are actually losers. You have all of the stable coins obviously at zero, and then everybody else takes a nosedive. So that's huge. We'll get into that later when we get into the numbers. But jump trading, dumping $300 million worth of Ethereum is huge. They literally just dumped it over the past week. That's been causing huge downward pressure. Something else that you need to pay attention to is that not only did we have that factual event, right? Jump trading, dumping Ethereum, but we also had FUD stemming from Mt. Gox to the US government, just all kinds of FUD, even Genesis trading. Why? Genesis Global, rather. Why? Because Genesis Global had to sell a lot of digital assets. They didn't sell it on the open market. They did not sell it on the open market, but still caused a lot of FUD. The last sales, not sales, but the last repayment to creditors from Mt. Gox caused a lot of fear. Whenever people hear a big number, they immediately associate it with something good or something bad. In this case, it's been all bad. So you've had a cascading effect from all of this negativity on the market. Only some of it being factual. But you know what they say? Sprinkle in a little bit of truth, and everybody will believe all the other lies. Just saying. So you've got that going on. There's a rumor going around that Kamala Harris is turning toward Bitcoin. And I'm like, yeah, nah. She's hiring David Plouffe because he used to work for Obama. So let's not associate that and spread more FUD. Okay? Let's not do that. Let's not. And I saw major, online magazines talk about that. Yes, he has experience as an advisor to Binance. But that's probably not why he got the job. Just saying. So when we research things and we take all this in, remember I was telling you yesterday about doing your own research? This is one of those, I'm calling this out as an example to a headline that's very misleading. So if you see that story, take a step back. Trust me, he got his job because he used to work for Obama, and he did a damn good job. Genesis Global repaid $4 billion to creditors. $4 billion. During that process, they've had to sell off chunks of digital assets. OTC. Okay? OTC. Over-the-counter transactions. Right? Using a broker, going point to point. That's it. Wasn't on the open market. I think people should take deep breaths. Stop having floppy hands. No floppy hands. Take deep breaths and understand what's actually going on. We have a lot of negativity going on. Why? It's also spilling over from the world. Macro events. Well, Israel hit Hamas and Hezbollah. So now they're expecting Iran and all of their people to hit Israel. That brings instability to the region. Excuse me. And that's affecting all kinds of economies around the world. Now, what else happened? Still have that stupid war going on in Ukraine. That's still a drag on the market no matter what people say. You also have the Japanese yen getting strengthened, right? Ditching all the losses for over the past week or so, or just about all the losses. So now there's a stronger yen, which hurts exports. Just saying. So you've got a lot of negative information. Then you have people using the R word, recession, freaking people out, saying, oh my God, we're going to go into a recession. And it's all because Powell didn't, decrease the rates fast enough. He should have done it now. No, the number said he should do it in September. FUD is making it so that it looks like he should have done it in August. Done it in July. Can he do it in August? I don't know. technically, I have no idea when they can raise or lower rates. I guess in an emergency, they can do that whenever they want. However, we do have some important, data, inflationary data coming out this week. CPI, PPI, all that good stuff. I think what we need to do is, again, take a step back and understand what's really affecting the world, right? I think that is a very big deal. If we can do that, that would be way better than what's going on right now with fear, uncertainty, and doubt ruling over the markets. Already the stock market is down. You want to hear a quick fact? Quick fact. Berkshire Hathaway has hit a record cash stockpile of $277 billion. Did you know they also have 4% of the US T-bills? 4%. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, Tether has like 96 billion or something like that. 96 billion or 96 million. I have to go look that up, but I think it's billion. In T-bills. It's not a small number. Then you've got, Berkshire Hathaway saying, yeah, they dumped a lot of tech and bank stocks. They still hold a lot, but they dumped a lot. Apparently, Berkshire Hathaway has been, since 2022, has raised its cash stockpile by over 250%. Let that wash over you for a minute. Do you think they're prepared to make some purchases during a downtrend? Oh, they've got more than just a little bit of dry powder. More than just a little bit. In Australia, we've got some bad news. Apparently, federal authorities there have uncovered an international, crime ring that hacked over 2,000 wallets across multiple exchanges. Oof, not good. Not good at all. Again, this is why I tell you guys, if you're going to have your money on an exchange, understand how that exchange operates, how that exchange might be in trouble, all those kinds of things, security posture, all of that, because they hold your money. Imagine if you were one of these 2,000 wallets. Imagine that. Okay, let's not imagine that. It's not nice. It's not fun. But seriously, do your own research if you're going to be using centralized exchanges. If I leverage a centralized exchange, I'm leveraging it because it was the easiest way to make a purchase or the easiest way to sell a purchase, to sell an asset. And then I'm done. Once I'm done with that transaction, it either, when I make a purchase, it comes back to one of my wallets, one of my non-custodial wallets, or I have already snatched my fiat, from a sale. I don't keep anything on there. Nothing significant. I don't want that kind of life. Because I don't want that kind of 2,000 hack smoke. Then you have Willy Woo thinking that the U.S. is going to return about 100,000 seized Bitcoin back to Bitfinex, stemming from that hack. It was a massive hack. Massive. Right? There was the Bitfinex hack, and then they got involved again with the whole Evolve Bank hack that happened. I told you about that on September 3rd. So there's been a lot going on. Ripple, more bad news. Ripple could actually see a case be brought against them just because of their RLUSD, their real coin. And I'm just sitting back and I'm just going, yeah, I think it's all just speculation. I don't know that the SEC is going to bring a lot of court cases right now. The SEC is about to undergo a massive change. Massive change. It doesn't matter who wins. The SEC is going to experience a massive change. Period. But I'm sitting here and I'm looking at Berkshire Hathaway with $277 billion in cash to play with, dumping bank stocks, dumping tech stocks, owning over 4% of T-bills, and banking big on Japan. Very interesting moves, if you ask me. Very interesting moves. Japan's economy has been hurting for a while. Maybe they're staging a comeback. And maybe there are some purchases in Japan to be had. And Warren knows it. So I'm just sitting back. And going, yeah, we should probably pay attention to some of these things. We should probably pay at least a little bit of attention to these things. Right? There's a lot going on. Anyway, you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. So let's go do that. All right. On our crypto tracker, we have the top 25 winners. And like I said, you see these stable coins? These are mostly stable coins. Wow. Then you come right down here. Boom. And that's what? 11 losers on the winners list. The least of the losers. And these are out of the top 250 coins via market cap, by market cap. So we might as well go over to the 25 biggest losers, right? Here are the 25 biggest losers. Oof. I mean, look at this. You have Lido down 27%. I mean, not little double digits, huge double digits overnight. Lido down 27%. Turbo down 25%. Nervous Network down 25%. Aave 25%. Jasmy Coin down 24%. Jasmy's been on a nosedive for a minute. Let's see who else. Arbitrum down 24%. Ethereum name service down 24%. Pepe, no, I'm not gonna talk about that one. Those are the thieves. Let's see. Everybody's been yapping about Illuvium. Yeah, down 24%. Chainlink down 23% at $8.90. Let me tell you something. There are a couple of coins that I'm evaluating right now. I don't have to evaluate Bitcoin and Ethereum; those are automatic buys. But I'm looking at Cardano, Link, who is that? SHIB, and I was looking at Ton, and then I changed my mind because Ton's GMB X factor, not really all that good. Where I can see these other X factors looking really, really good. That's what I'm thinking right now. That's literally what I'm thinking right now. So I'm sitting back and I'm probably going to do something like that. What else is there? Look at the big board right now. To me, these are all just opportunities to make money at a lower number. To make money. I'm looking at the GMBX factor for a lot of these. BNB, BCH, Solana, Cardano, Doge, SHIB. I probably won't buy any Doge. I can almost guarantee I won't buy any Doge. Pepe I'm looking at just because I think it's going to skyrocket again. Render's another one. Stacks is another one. Injective. FET. That's the ASI. That's ASI, guys. Link, definitely. That's not even a thought. Link is getting bought. Link is going to get bought the same way I buy ETH and BTC. Leo Ton at $5.30. I've got a high expectation for them, and they've been almost $3 higher than this. They hit like $8.21, 22 cents. That's a nice rise. That's a nice rise. But when I look at, some of these others, I'm kind of thinking, look at those X factors. Just look at those X factors. Right? There's another tool we're working on right now. I'm not going to tell you about it, but if this tool works, oh my good Lord, that's going to be freaking awesome. It's going to be freaking awesome. So let's start from here. You have economic data coming out. You've got, let's see, CPI, core PPI coming out on Tuesday, tomorrow. You've got CPI on Wednesday, Thursday. Let's see if anything's going on. U.S. retail sales. I'm expecting bad numbers on that. What else is there? U.S. retail sales minus autos. Friday, you've got consumer sentiment preliminary. Housing starts, building permits. I'm expecting a lot this week. I'm not expecting good news this week. So do I think the market can go down again? I think the market can go down again. Here's something though. If people were halfway smart, they'd be taking their money out of cash, putting it into crypto. And in crypto, if people were thinking right, which they're not, if they were thinking right, they'd realize they stand to make more money in crypto than they do in cash in a bank. Just saying. Doesn't take a rocket scientist. And look at that. Total value locked right now, $79 billion. $30 billion drop like that. Bitcoin. Look at this. Look at this. We're all the way down. We plunged through my blue bar, came down all the way to my light blue bar. You see where this is? Right there. We were in the 49,000 mark. We hit below 50,000. I didn't see that coming. I was like, nah, that's not going to happen. And it did. It's not a big deal until it happens. Well, it happened. That was not funny. But I wasn't laughing. But I was sitting there going, okay, it's time to buy. Now, if you notice, we do have a strong, even though we hit below 50, 50 is a strong number to hold. But the number that I pay attention to at that level is $49,055. Because that was an established floor a while ago. And that's what I pay attention to. So luckily, we didn't hit that resistance. That's good. We didn't hit that floor. And it's starting to, it came back a little bit, but we're still trading between this band. Now I want you to do something. Here's your homework. I want you to zoom out and look between 49.55 and 69.355. Yes, it's a broad range. I get it. It's a broad range. $22,000. Broad range. Trading right within that range. And the bulk of that trading is not within that range. The bulk of that trading is well within 57. But pay attention to that. Because I'm the same way that we plummeted down, and we plummeted down because of macro events. Israel, Iran, that's a big macro. That's a huge macro event. We had a lot of companies come out and say that they're not doing so hot. More to that. So we've had a cascade, of downward pressure coming from all over the place. You can almost think of this as an imperfect storm. That's how I'm looking at it right now. So am I looking at good things to come? Yes. Yes. Look at that 200-day moving average and look at where we are now. That's a huge thing. I think this is going to wind up being a blip. I think it could wind up being a blip. We can only wait and see. But right now, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, this is not a bad place for me to get in. I'm not putting everything in. I'm not putting all my dry powder in. And I'm just doing normal DCA plus a little bit of dry powder. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's it. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you can, hit the membership button. Join up. Become a member. Members get perks. And we've got a lot more things coming. Anyway, I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.